In the early stages of my career, I rode for a pro circuit Kawasaki team, basically with Mitch and Team Green. I was still riding amateur and doing the pro races as well, and kind of balancing all of that. So that was my entrance to the pros, and from there, the next year I signed on with Motor World, and I rode with those guys for 3 years, and it was a great place for me because I didn't have a lot of pressure and expectations. But it gave me some time to grow and mature as a racer and kind of get my feet wet and a good feeling of pro racing. So I had some success there and was able to get a ride with Honda, and it was an awesome 6 years for me. I was there for a long time. I worked with a lot of great people, and it was a good stage for me in racing. So that brings us to today, and big change for me. You know, I'm riding for KTM now with Red Bull, and really excited. And there's a lot of new people coming onto the team and a lot of knowledge and professionalism, and I think it's a positive change for me, and I think that it will help broaden my career and gain a few elements that I've been lacking in the past. Going from a 450 to a 350 has been different for sure. You know, the power is more like a 250F. It just revs forever, you know, that's why I say it has that characteristic of a 250F, and still has a lot of great bottom and mid, and it's been great so far for me. I love it. And the advantages for me on Supercross is the entrance to the whoops. It seems like when you kind of get into the whoops on a 450 and you chop the throttle, all that weight goes forward, and it's not as much inertia going on with this bike, and it allows you to carry a lot of momentum through it. And same thing with the transitions of the berms in Supercross. It's like when you chop the throttle, you're able to have more rolling speed before you get back on the gas, and those are some big advantages that I've noticed so far riding the 350, and I've really enjoyed it, and I think it's going to be an awesome bike for indoors. The plan was to ride both a 350 and a 450 and kind of make a decision, but after riding the 350 here for a week and a half, 2 weeks, I don't really feel it's best to go the 450 route. I think this is the bike of choice for me. They made huge gains setting it up for me, and I feel really comfortable and that I can ride it the best on a Supercross track. So I'm really excited about it. I think it's going to give me some advantages, and I think it's going to be a really good thing. You just never know, you know, until you line up on the gate, but I feel that it's awesome. I just can't wait to test it out now. Yeah, dealing with Roger in the short time I've been here at KTM has been awesome. He I didn't realize how involved he was with the bike. He's really smart with setting up a bike, and even working in the machine shop with the mechanics, and just how he relates to everybody on the team seems like it's really positive, and he can make the most out of the situation. But you know, he's definitely one of the reasons why I wanted to come here to KTM, is to be around him. And you know, I've learned that he surrounds himself around a lot of great people as well, and I'm benefiting from that. And I think the team itself as a whole, there's so many people that make it happen and that have been so helpful here in the beginning, and they've brought over Rob for our suspension, and the whole thing's just coming together really nice and really quick. And the people there, you know, they've been doing it for so long, they can visually see stuff and find a direction to go, and that's really helpful for me coming to a new bike and a new program. They're able to make changes really quick and set it up to my liking. Yeah, a little while ago I decided to get the website going, andrewshort.com, and it's kind of fun for me just put some content on there that I like and keep stuff updated. But for me, it's a way that I can give back to my sponsors and to kind of sell myself and show people what I do, and it's a good way to market myself, and I realize that. But it's also fun for me. That's the cool part. I kind of got into making videos and just messing around with my video camera at the races, and by no means is it professional or like high level stuff. It's pretty hokey and backwoods, but that's what's cool about it. I think it's pretty raw, and just kind of my life. You know, I just kind of throw some things together and put it on there. So it's cool. I enjoy it. The Motocross of Nations this year was awesome. For one, being in Colorado, obviously to represent the country is a huge honor, and to be surrounded with two other great riders and to win was huge. Day I'll never forget, a week I'll never forget. There was so much stuff, just the whole experience involved was crazy, and can't really put it into words, but it was pretty unbelievable. really happy we won. If we wouldn't have won, it would have been, I don't even want to think about that, but it was good winning, and just the whole thing was awesome, man. I'll never forget it. All the people, team, everybody. My last race on a Honda, stuff like that. It's cool. My goals for the upcoming season are pretty simple. I just want to win a race. I've never won a Supercross. I finished second numerous times, third a bunch. There's one step for me, and that's to climb, is to get to first place. And I need to do that before I can even think about winning a championship. And so my goals are pretty short and simple, and there's not much to it. And I'm pretty focused on it. And I think the change to KTM is really refreshing for me. The people, I've mentioned all those elements that I think can make me successful, and now it's just time to kind of execute it and to put myself in that position to do it. So that's my goal this year. I've always done really well in the points. I've been consistent. I have a lot of strong aspects that I've always had in the past, but there's a few weaknesses I've had that I'm gonna work on this year and see where it takes me. I'm very fortunate to have a good family, and I have a wife, a little girl, Emma. We have a little boy coming at the end of December, so my wife's pregnant, and excited about that. And it's tough, leaving to go race, but at the same time, I'm so fortunate to be able to get paid to go race, and I'm home a lot more than normal people, from 9 to 5, and we have a nice farm in Texas, and I live I really live a good life, like really blessed, and I realize that. So, and I love racing, and yeah, it's a bummer when you're gone from your family on the weekends and you're in the airports, but it's you always can look at the little negative things, and I have a lot of positive things in my life, so I'm pumped on that, to have an awesome, healthy family, and to be able to get paid to do what I love. It's like life can't get much better, and I realize it's not going to be around forever, and I'm getting older, and definitely enjoy it. So I couldn't think of a better way to live, and I've said it numerous times, man. I'm blessed, and I feel really lucky.